Join us as we discover the wild side of Puerto Rico. Bioluminescent kayaking in Mosquito Bay, wild horses on Vieques, beautiful isolated beaches, cows at our Airbnb, and of course, some amazing food. Our first few nights next to the Yunque Rainforest felt lush, wild, and magical. We are at our Airbnb in Puerto Rico. Look at that view. Look at that view. It's amazing. So I'm going to do a quick walkthrough the Airbnb so you guys can see it, and I'll put a link in the description. Yunque National Forest sits on the eastern side of Puerto Rico, about a 45-minute drive from San Juan Airport. We rented a tiny car for the trip, which turned out to be perfect for the narrow, winding mountain roads. Though I quickly learned that lane markings are more of a suggestion, but driving at night, let's just say it adds a whole new level of adventure. Yunque is the only tropical rainforest in the U.S. National Forest System and one of the most biologically diverse places on Earth. It's home to over 200 species of trees and plants and the famous coqui frog, whose chirp becomes the soundtrack of every evening here. Yunque covers 28,000 acres, and the forest is named after Pico El Yunque, the second highest mountain in the Sierra de Luquillo. They say it rains somewhere in Yunque almost every day, and it shows. The rainforest can receive more than 200 inches of rain a year, feeding the rivers, waterfalls, and that endless canopy of green that feels almost otherworldly. But beyond the beauty, Yunque carries deep history. The Tainao people, the island's original inhabitants, believe this rainforest was home of their god, Ukiyu, protector against storms and chaos. Even its name, Yunque, comes from Yuki, meaning white lands or sacred mountains. It is said that the Tainao people believe that Yunque was the throne of their chief god, Yukahu, so that it is really like the Caribbean equivalent to Mount Olympus in Greek mythology. Hey, ladies. Oh, what happened? Come. Do y'all want some food?
Come here.
Would you like some food?
Come hither.
Oh, it's been raining. Luzerne is hi. Hi. I'm coming. Hi, my other friend. Hi. So they are allowed power instructions from our Airbnb host, 5 cups a day. And Lucero, which is the one with the horns, is very stingy with her food. Let's get another one because we've only done one today.
I need another scoop.
Oh! Lucerne does not want you to have any, sir. That was mean.
Nearly broke my arm.
Hi.
Come.
He's like, no, I'm a pass. Shh. The woman gets what the woman wants. So pretty. We absolutely loved our Airbnb. The hot tub on the patio was perfect for nighttime soaks after a long day exploring, and the view was unreal. Of course, the best part was hearing the cows moo and being able to feed them. We left early in the morning to head to Vieques. The sun was just coming up and the air already felt warm and salty. We were on our way to experience one of the most magical things Puerto Rico has to offer, a bioluminescent kayak tour later this evening. To get there, we took the ferry from Ceiba. There is a lot of construction happening right now. Let me just add, they are upgrading the docks, expanding the boarding areas, and improving the terminal. It's a little chaotic now, but it's going to be amazing when it's finished. From the parking area, they provide a free shuttle that takes you right to the terminal entrance, and that is a huge help if you're carrying gear or luggage. One thing I'd like to prepare everyone for is outside the terminal, there are a lot of stray dogs. Not just a few, but dozens wandering around. And it's hard not to fall in love with all of their faces and want to bring them home. There are rescue groups and volunteers working every day to help and feed them. And I'll leave a link in the description if you'd like to support those efforts. Okay, let's get back to the ferries. There are two types of ferries that run to Vieques. One that carries cars and passengers, and another one that is just for passengers. The car ferry does take a little longer, but it's also the earliest one to get to the island. If you plan to bring a vehicle, definitely reserve early. Another thing to note, the car ferry does not have outdoor seating. Everything is inside, but there are two decks. One is upper and one is lower, and I felt like the upper one gave us a lot more visibility. The ferry trips are not short, and since the car and passenger ferry can be a little bit longer, it also can be a little bit rougher, especially depending upon the weather. If you get seasick, definitely come prepared. Tickets can be purchased online and at the terminal. I suggest purchasing them online in advance. I'll leave a link in the description because depending on the season and if it's a weekend, they can tend to sell out fast. The ferry route to Vieques has been around for decades, and it is the lifeline to and from both islands. It connects residents, visitors, and supplies to and from the mainland. Tourism on Vieques has been rising again in recent years as more travelers discover its untouched beaches and slower pace of life. Side note, on our way through Vieques, we passed by the Hotel Carmen, a historic hotel on the island that's currently closed but was recently purchased and is set to be remodeled. The hotel is linked to the Rum Diary, a novel by Hunter S. Thompson, and the film adaptation starring Johnny Depp, though most of the filming actually took place elsewhere, the Caribe Hilton in Old San Juan. Another piece of Vieques' story that you might not see right away. For decades, the U.S. Navy used large areas of the island, especially the eastern tip, as a live bombing and training range. After live ordnance training officially ended in 2001, the land was transferred and much of it became part of the Vieques National Wildlife Refuge. So the reason you're seeing signs that say closed off areas is because parts of the coast and seabed remain restricted because thousands of unexploded bombs and other munitions. Cleanup is ongoing and some areas are still off limits while the unexploded ordnances are being cleared. A few more quick facts about Vieques. The island is 21 miles long and only 4 miles wide, covering roughly 52 square miles, and around 9,000 to 10,000 people call this beautiful island home. Stepping off the ferry onto Vieques feels super chaotic at first. Everything is super bright and busy, and suddenly there are taxis, vans, and people everywhere. We had our golf cart already reserved. I'll leave that link in the description as well, but finding our way through the crowd definitely took a minute.
Like my ID. I wonder if my email will work.
We obviously ended up finding an incredible taxi driver. He was one of those people that instantly makes your day easier. He helped us track down our golf cart rental, gave us a few amazing local tips, and even let us schedule a pickup after our kayak tour later that night to make sure we'd get back to the ferry on time. I'll put his name and number in the description because he was a total lifesaver. Driving through the island, you quickly realize just how unique it is. Vieques is famous for these horses. Descendants of animals brought to the island centuries ago, they roam freely, and spotting them feels so exciting.
Hi, friend.
Okay.
Hi. It's cute. It's cute. Wow, that is a terrible angle.
It was a terrible angle. We're about to hit another bump.
Keep it pushing. I wonder if we'll find another.
Well, that's 3 on our little trip. We stopped at lunch at Mesita, and oh man, this place is amazing. Highly recommended by our taxi driver, and it's packed with history. The food was excellent, the service absolutely on point, and the Bloody Marys were works of art.
In half a mile, the destination is on your right. Playa Caracas, Red Beach.
Red Beach. That isn't red at all. Next stop, Red Beach, or as locals know it, Playa Caracas. The name might sound exotic, but it actually comes from something pretty ordinary. The red painted stripes the U.S. Navy once used when they controlled parts of Vieques. The beaches were color-coded back then. Blue, green, and you guessed it, red. Each one marking a restricted military zone. Today, Red Beach is anything but restricted. It's one of the most beautiful and accessible stretches of sand on the island. It's known for its calm, turquoise waters and soft, white sand. But that's not what you're going to see here. When we visited, Hurricane Melissa was passing nearby, churning up the waves and completely transforming the shoreline. What's usually a peaceful, glassy bay turned pretty wild and untamed, and we decided to stay out of the water. We made our way over to Esperanza, which I think is one of Vieques' most charming towns. And it's where we're meeting later for our bioluminescent kayak tour, so we really just wanted to check it out. Here's a few fun facts about Esperanza. The name Esperanza actually means hope in Spanish, and it's considered one of the more walkable spots on Vieques. You can stay in the town, walk to the beach, explore the pier, enjoy food and music without necessarily needing a car. We grabbed a quick drink and appetizer at Bananas, and Phoenix gave 2 thumbs up for their key lime pie. Then we hopped back on the golf cart and headed to another beach. Sun Bay Beach, a stunning stretch of soft sand and this time calm waters. It's just the kind of place that you can sink your toes in and relax, even if only for a little while. We noticed these interesting zigzag concrete structures along the shore at Sun Bay, and we couldn't ever really find out what they were used for, but they were an amazing place to relax and watch the waves. Sun Bay Beach is one of the few beaches in Vieques that require an entrance fee. It's $4 for a golf cart and $5 for a car. Having said that, it does allow you access to a small pool and showers. And because there is a cost to get in, there's usually less people. In fact, today we were 2 of only 6 people on the entire beach.
Sun's up high, the waves are playing. We're on the beach, the vibe's amazing. Breeze in the air, we're feeling free. With every beat, it's just you and me. Hands up
so much. Our last adventure of the day in Vieques, the tour of the Bioluminescent Bay. We booked through a local company, and I'll definitely leave a link in the description. We're off to the Bioluminescence! The shuttle trip to the bay is a little harrowing for sure, but we really enjoyed our guides and the fellow guests. I'm going to also leave this right here. The real magic of the bay happens in person. Video and pictures do not do it justice. And here's a little background. The bay we're visiting tonight is called Mosquito Bay, and it's been declared the brightest one in the world.
All right, guys, everybody is in right here, faster.
Oh, he's moving a crab?
Now a picture.
I got one.
Hello.
Hi, friend.
Hi there.
All right, guys, you see this very light flashing? All the time you go to follow this very light flashing, okay? My name is Abdel. His name is Myra. All time I go behind of you, and all time I go the front of you. You never pass me. All time you go behind of me, and all time a front of Myra. No, don't worry, te lo voy a pintar en español. If you have any question or something, you told Myra or you told me if we go to help you, okay? Your first time doing kayaking or you before?
Once. I've done kayaking.
Don't worry, for the guy the first time, when we go right there, I got to explain you, Ferry, move the kayak, stop the kayak, and turn around the kayak, okay? Ok, chicos y chicas, como estaba diciendo, la luz roja parpadeante siempre me la van a seguir. Mi nombre es Abdiel, yo soy tu guía tuya esta noche, yo siempre voy a estar al frente de ustedes. El nombre de esta bella dama que está aquí es Mayra. Mayra siempre va a estar detrás de ustedes. Ustedes nunca van a estar detrás de Mayra y nunca al frente mío.
Oh, that's amazing. That's Phoenix. In front of me. So what makes Mosquito Bay on Vieques so special? Well, it is a perfect combination of shallow water, dense mangrove forests which feed the ecosystem, and a very narrow channel to the sea that keeps those microscopic organisms called dinoflagellates trapped in the bay. And because of that narrow channel, it's such a protected environment that even though there was a hurricane bopping around the Atlantic, the water here remained super calm and the glow interrupted. And let me say, that was by far one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life. It was like holding the universe in the palm of your hand. And let me just add here that on the way home, we took the passenger ferry instead of the car ferry, and it cut the time in half. The next morning, we got up super early, checked out of our Airbnb next to El Yunque, and headed down the mountain and the winding roads to Old San Juan. So far, Puerto Rico has surprised us in all the right ways. Friendly people, gorgeous views, cozy stays, and incredible food. Everywhere we've visited so far has offered something different, from wild beaches and hidden coves to colorful towns full of music and life. If there's one small thing I'd change about this trip so far, it would be our timing coming back from Vieques. The late ferry sounded fine at first, but driving these winding roads late at night is no joke. I would definitely plan on spending the night on Vieques. Thanks for joining us on yet another adventure. Make sure to subscribe to see where we end up next, and I'll give you a little hint. It's more about Puerto Rico.
My ears just popped. My ears popped 4 times.